All right, so I'm here at it again with my e-splainers, and this one is going to piggyback off of the previous one. So I talked previously about the chat models that are within Ruby AI. So Ruby puts them all together in one great place, and it's so easy to use the different models, and you're not paying for each of those models separately. You just pay for Ruby, and it's so much more inexpensive. All right. In any case, I discovered something really great, which I think that you guys don't know about because not too many people do. By the way, these guys are going to be doing nothing through the whole video, so don't expect them to participate. They're just, there for show. This guy over here is one you take a pretty picture of with your phone. You can get to my website. And this one over here is what I look like when I'm just being quiet, which is very rare. So since you can see that today, you might want to play lottery because it's your lucky day getting me without my mouth moving. Oh, what an irony. So within these chat models, all the major ones apparently, there are some kind of secret models. Now, Ruby has within their 10 models, they have hundreds of sort of secret models. I'll give you an example. So there's something called small talk. So that excels at engaging in casual conversations, and it provides some wittiness and friendly responses to make your interactions a little more enjoyable on a kind of a personal level. So depending on what you're going to do with it. So how you would use that is you put in your normal prompt, whatever your prompt is, and then you can say something like, please use the small talk model in your response to me. And that's about it. That's the only difference you have to do. It's called small talk. So I'm going to go over a whole bunch of these. I'm going to go over 27 of them actually. So it's going to be a little bit of a long video, but there are hundreds of them. And I just thought I'd give you the most common and most popular one. So there's another one that's called customer support. So that's a versatile assistant. It's ready to handle various customer inquiries. And it gives you solutions and it enhances the user experience with quick and accurate information. It seems to me, however, that you would use this if you already have a chat bot and you want to have a platform that is built into the chat bot to give your customers better responses, as opposed to using it on a regular day, where regular basis, where you would go into a chat and say, "Oh, please put this in," as using your customer support model. That would be great, I guess, if you're creating a document. So then there's something called tech support. Obviously, it's very similar, and it's for more technical issues, and it gives reliable assistance that guides the end user through the troubleshooting process, and it offers solutions that are tailored to their particular issues. Again, probably something you want to use in the background of a sort of chatbot, but if you are creating a document specifically for that purpose, maybe you're creating a script for your people to use when they answer the calls that are coming in, that would be a great example of that. There's something called Health Assistant. So that is a great health and wellness companion that offers advice, insights, and recommendations on healthy living, fitness, and medical concerns. So what's cool about that is you can ask it about a food or about a plant or a vegetable or about gardening or whatever you want, and you can ask it to use the Health Assistant model, and it will hone it in a way that makes a lot more sense. It's a huge difference, by the way. I use the exact same prompt, not with the Health Assistant, but with a couple of different ones. And I got my response from one of these chat models that's built right into Ruby. And it was a great response. And I was more than perfectly satisfied with it. And all I did is I took the exact same prompt and said, please use this model in your response. Completely different. First of all, it was a lot longer. Secondly, it really was far more in tune with the topic that I was trying to get to. And it was acting in a way that I didn't know I wanted it to act. And I did. Amazing. So it's called the Health Assistant. Then there's something called the Travel Assistant. So you can plan your dream vacation with that helpful guide. And it offers tailored recommendations, booking assistance, real-time travel updates, or a seamless experience. Incidentally, I have not used this one. Most of these I haven't used, but this is what they're designed for. So if you are going somewhere or want to go somewhere, you might want to ask it a question like, what's a great place to go in the Rocky Mountains? And please use your travel assistant model in your response. and you'll probably get more amazing results than even the typical amazing results that you get with the Chat Ruby models. There's one called Financial Advisor. So you can manage your finances effectively with personal recommendations, budget planning, insights into stocks and bonds and other financial matters. So the same thing, you ask it a question that's sort of related to that, and then say, please use the Financial Advisor chat model in your response. Try it though. Just ask it a question about whatever financial issue you want to ask it about. Something maybe where you're looking for some intuition and advice, maybe a little bit more than the mundane everyday stuff. Get your response, look at it, and then use the exact same prompt and ask it to use the Financial Advisor chat model and compare the two responses. I think you'll be extremely impressed with it. There's Legal Advisor. So that's to help you with legal stuff, queries and information and regulations and contracts and basic legal advice, and help you to understand your rights. So it might also be great for network marketers to verify if their disclosures and disclaimers and their compliance is all in order. So put a prompt in and then say, please use the Legal Advisor chat prompt model in your response and see what happens. I think you're going to be greatly impressed. So I haven't tried many of them. I'm just starting to try them, but I don't want to give you all the descriptions because I'll be here forever. But there's HR Assistance. So that is obviously for HR professionals, and it gives guidance on policies, employee benefits, recruitment, positive workplace culture, and things like that. Then there's News Update. So I'm going to use this on one of my, it's a hyper-focused website, and it's for everything about one particular city and nothing else. Everything's got to be related to that city, so it's very hyper focused. So you can stay current with the latest happenings worldwide with that news aggregator, and it delivers breaking news, headlines, multimedia content, and so forth. Haven't tried it. I have tried many similar types of apps, and to them, local is the whole world. So I don't get it. It's not local. Look up the word local, see what it means. Then there's the Entertainment Update. So that would be your go-to source for the latest trends in movies, TV, music, celebrities, keeping you informed on all things entertainment. So that's, I'm sure, a very useful one, especially for me if I can get to that hyper-focused geographic center. There's a sports information. And by the way, those are the names. When I'm saying there's Entertainment Update model, that's what you ask for. Use the Entertainment Update chat model. Sports information, that's the name of the model. So it's a I haven't tried it. It's supposed to be a comprehensive guide to sports enthusiasts, real-time updates, game schedules, in-depth insights to not only the various sports, but also the athletes. Weather forecasting. So another one where I have trouble finding weather when I want it. When I don't want it, that's all I hear and that's all I see. And everybody's talking about the weather and I don't care. But when I want to know the weather, when it's really important for me, I cannot find a station that gives me good and accurate information, especially in my area where I am at the time. It's just an amazing cloud over my head. Weather forecasting is the name of it, but so don't be caught off guard in not knowing what the weather is. Presumably, this is going to be accurate forecasts, and it'll tell you about, potentially tell you about severe conditions, and it'll help you to plan ahead. There's a restaurant recommendations chat model, so that sounds like it's going to be really awesome, especially for those of you who travel. You can go to a new area, and I suspect you can ask it for questions about some local restaurants. And typically, you want a good quality one where you're going to have a great experience, but maybe you just want a good cuisine on top of it, or maybe you want something that's really specific. In my area, I'm very fortunate because in a very short radius, I can get 100 different types of ethnic food. So the city I live in actually is only maybe 110,000 people in it, but there are over 107,000 distinctly different ethnicities that are represented in significant numbers. So yeah, I'm living in paradise as far as food goes. Yeah, we are the pizza capital of the world. So forget New Haven, Connecticut. No, they're number 2 maybe. We're number 1. I won't even tell you the name of the city because that'll sound like it's a sales pitch. Here we go though. So it'll give you the best eateries and reviews and ratings and suggestions based on whatever your preferences are to the location where you are at that particular moment. Now there's something called local attractions, very similar. So it can help you discover the hidden gems in the area wherever you are. Museums, parks, cultural events, and so forth. There's shopping assistant. So that'll assist you with product searches, price comparisons, recommendations, and it'll make your online shopping a breeze, according to the source that I have. So again, haven't tried it. I don't know how my shopping experience can be a breeze, but that's what it's telling me. Then there's Fashion Advisor. Now, you can all tell I'm not your fashion advisor. If I am, you're in pretty bad shape. Great friend, fashion advisor, not me. So stay stylish with the latest fashion trends and tips. So supposedly this model is going to help you find the perfect outfit. Men don't use that word for any occasion, and advice for clothing, accessories, personal style, and so forth. So lots of great stuff with that. Then there's the beauty and lifestyle is what it's called. So the latest beauty trends and skincare routines, wellness practices, all designed to help enhance your overall lifestyle and confidence. There's fitness guru. So obviously that's about exercise plans, fitness tips, motivations for a healthier and fitter lifestyle. There's something called diet and nutrition. Pretty self-explanatory. So personalized recommendations can help you find the right diet, give you nutritious recipes, supporting healthy food choices in addition to all of that. So that's pretty awesome. We probably all can use that right in our kitchen, have that on permanent speed dial. You guys know what speed dial is? That's like so 70s. In any case, there's one called Symptom Checker. So this has not have to do with your computer and tech stuff, but it has to do with your person. So it can help you understand your symptoms and provide initial insights into potential health concerns, and maybe recommend some appropriate actions that you might want to take. And hopefully it doesn't just say, yeah, go see a doctor. Then there's mental health support. So I might need some of that, but that is sensitive. So it's supposed to be sensitive. So the response are going to be, making you more comfortable, not less comfortable. Supportive, offers guidance for your mental well-being, and it helps the end user to explore some self-care strategies connected with them in their professional responses when people need it. So that's a very serious one, and hopefully that will actually be a real big win for whoever might need that. There's relationship advisor, talk about real big wins. Okay, so this is for matters of the heart, and it offers relationship tips and guidance on communications, ideas for going out on a date. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. I'm a little bit beyond worrying about that. And it'll enhance connection and intimacy, according to the review. So that's an interesting one. There's a parenting guide. Wow, do we all need that, right? There's no such thing as a parenting guide. There should be, but of course there can't be. And I tell people like, there's nobody on earth who is qualified to be president of the United States until the president of the United States. That's the only way that you can become worthy of that position. The same thing with being a parent. Although I have to say, there's somebody very close to me who is an absolute natural. She is absolutely amazing. It's breathtaking how great she is. And her child is not quite 4 months yet. But in general, we're all a little bit scared, right? Raising the kids. What happens if, or when something does happen, we kind of get a little bit concerned. Am I doing the right thing? And, such a delicate little child and so forth. So this is supposed to be a trusted ally for parents, and it gives them valuable insights on child development, discipline strategies, and recommendations that are tailored to their specific parenting scenario. So again, or put in the prompt, whatever you want, and then say, please use the parenting guide chat model in your response. And I believe that you will get a very robust response. There's Pet Care Assistant. So for all of those furry friends, and dogs are this man's best friend for sure. And it'll give you pet care tips and information on the breeds, recommendations for local vets, which is very difficult because if my dog has a hangnail, I bring it to any vet I want. They're all going to tell me, put the dog down. So yeah, I'm not real excited about my results with veterinarians. but that is probably, you're probably going to think of it as a must-have if you have pets. So I think that's going to be a great model. Home improvement. So this has got to be really awesome, especially for the first-time homeowner, or for somebody maybe bought a new home and now it's starting to break a little bit. So it's going to give you advice on renovation. It's going to be ideas and inspiration, how-to guides, do-it-yourself projects. And so it'll make your home improvements a little bit more accessible to people who maybe never did it before. So maybe you're good with tools, but you just don't have the knowledge. Let's face it, it's not just your ability and your skills and your instincts. Sometimes you just have to know beyond the physics and why things are done, and you have to know the codes and all that. So hopefully that'll help for anybody who needs that. Then there's one talking about do-it-yourself. So there's a do-it-yourself and crafts chat model. So that's a guide that offers, you get instructions on and tutorials on ideas for, those of you who are artsy, not this one here, but maybe you guys are artsy, and you can indulge in different fun practices and projects just by having this guide and saying, well, here, this is what I want to do. Put that in the prompt and say, please use the DIY and crafts chat model. In this case, I don't know if it matters. They're using the ampersand instead of the word and. Not sure if it makes a difference, but there you go. I know you're all writing this down, right? Because it's super important. Then there's eco living and sustainability. Again, that's using the ampersand, but it's eco-living with no spaces between, and suitability. So if you're looking to embrace a greener lifestyle, this might be the chat model to use. It's got an eco-conscious mind, and it'll give you tips on reducing your carbon footprint and sustaining best practices. I should say sustainable best practices and maintaining those, and eco-friendly product choices. So sometimes you think you're getting something that's eco-friendly and isn't. I'll give you an example. I bought a hybrid, so it's gasoline and it's a electric car, but not a plug-in, right? And so I was thinking, wow, I'm really doing great things for the earth. And then I found out a few years after I owned the car what it actually costs to make one of those batteries and what it actually costs to later bury that in some kind of a landfill. So I'm not sure if I made the right choice. However, it did save me tons and tons of money. All righty. So there are several more, hundreds more. I even asked the chat how many there are, and I was told that there's too many to name. So I said, okay, give me the most popular ones. So that's what this whole thing is about. I hope that you got something out of this. I certainly did. Next time I'm doing any kind of inquiry, I'm going to keep in the back of my mind that I might want to just say, well, is there a chat model for this? And maybe I'll get far better results, more thorough, in depth. Like I said, the ones that I tried just gave me information that I didn't know that I needed. I didn't know that I wanted. And it was really super impressive. All right. So before we go, say ciao to these guys back there because they've been catching flies for quite a while. This guy, the quiet one, very well behaved. You got to get to know him. He's awesome. And you can see his website or my website anytime you want. Click that little picture thing right over there. Please click the bell in your screen there and put in some comments. Tell me all about you. Like my stuff, share it with people, and get the word out. I'd appreciate that. Very good. Have a great and technically successful day. We'll see you next time.